Hello, my name is Neve Foster, and welcome to my presentation about Castelnaud. Castelnaud Castle is a medieval fortress and now museum situated in Périgord, Nord, in the Dordogne Valley, which is about 2.5 hours from Bordeaux, France. There are more than 1,000 castles, manors, and manor houses in the Dordogne. Strategically situated on a rocky spur 150 meters above the Dordogne River, the castle was meant to rule over both the valley and any potential threats. The name Castelnaud means new castle in the Occitan language, which reflects its initial purpose as being strong and powerful enough to see many battles. Throughout the years, this medieval war monument has indeed witnessed lots of battles and changed several hands throughout its history. It all began in 1214. The castle had only been built for a few years and belonged to vassal of the Count of Toulouse, Bernard de Casnac. Up until sometime that year, Simon de Montfort, leader of the Albigensian Crusade, took over the fortress. Bernard de Casnac took it back, but it was then burned down in 1215 by the Archbishop of Bordeaux. Once the castle was built again, they included a keep and curtain wall. By the mid 13th century, the fortress had become one of the most powerful in the Périgord region. Through marriage from its sole heiress, Magna de Castelnau, it was then given to the family of Caumont. Starting in 1337, there was a conflict between England and France for control of the French throne, and Castelnaud found itself right on the front line of this fight. The castle's allegiance fluctuated throughout this period. In 1442, the French took over the castle under the orders of French King Charles. After weeks of conflict, the defenders of Castelnaud gave in for a total of 400 gold coins. The fortress returned to the French after winning the war, and when peace was restored with the previous owners, the Caumonts, they were determined to reinforce the castle. It was rarely occupied after the battles. The Caumonts wanted to reinforce the castle's defenses and fortify the structure against future threats. After the French won the war, the Caumont family moved on to a more comfortable home in Château de Milandes, and Castelnau was only occupied by soldiers. In 1543, Geoffrey de Vivans, a military captain, added the bastion, new living quarters, and an artillery tower. More than a century later, in 1789, it was sold as a national asset. After being abandoned for years, it fell into even further disrepair during the French Revolution, and by the 19th century, it had turned into just a bunch of stones, moss, and nature took back over. Locals had dismantled parts of the castle as it fell into years of neglect. In 1966, it was finally listed as a historic monument. A major restoration project was put in place. The Museum of War in the Middle Ages was opened in the castle in 1985. Castelnau is now not only a cultural landmark, but an awesome tourist destination which acts as a symbol of medieval warfare in the Dordogne region. The museum is filled with artifacts and medieval weaponry, gear, and reconstructions. Castelnau is open to visitors year round, and they offer tours with no reservation required. They also offer a wide range of workshops, medieval cooking, crafts, and if you time it right, you can even watch them fire off a huge piece of artillery. A visit to Chateau de Castelnau offers more than just a tour of an old castle. Merci! Ciao!